Alright, and we're back. I am the Pixel Doctor.
I'm Pexic.
Deadlock?
And Haruka here.
Yeah. Perfect. We had to go find the person we look for, it's always here, and thankfully it's just right away. Replace. I did show up to 5. Alright, so now we gotta go all the way up to 5.
Moving on up.
Honestly, I think it's easier to leave, go up to 4, and then just do from there.
Might be.
You should be coming up on Deadlock. Was Kowloon level 5? Was that the one with the invisible things?
He's either thinking or he didn't hear you.
No, I'm thinking. I'm trying to remember what that even was.
Because if it is,
wait,
I know.
no, I remember what you're talking about. Yes, it is. It is exactly what you're thinking it is.
Well, then have fun with that, my guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the second game that helps out with this.
遅いです。交流点はこのエリアの奥にあるはずですが、壁が他にルートはないので、どうにかしないと。早くどうにかしないとまた逃がしてしまいます。落ち着けですって。気負ってる。私が父は殺されたんです。その仇をもうすぐ撃てるかもしれない。気負って当然です。それが悪いことですか？私の身が心配なだけ。心配してくれだなんて私頼んでません。勝手に心配しないでください。あなたは本当に。
Don't mind the noise, by the way. He's just working on the blade.
Oh, is that actually coming through this time?
Yes.
A little bit.
Oh, it's fine. It's background noise. The forges of hell are working.
Then two of us are busy today.
As yeah, I mean South America. The Southern Americas are in fact pretty much hell at this point of year.
Dude, no kidding. Like, we're not even in summer yet, and our temperatures have been, like, if not triple digits, then dancing awfully close for the last, like,
Well, they've been
2.5
dancing up close all the way up to north here, and that's not necessarily good either.
Oh, no. Are you up in
That'll be
Florida Beach? Yeah, you shouldn't be getting nearly that this time of year. Like, and it's not even summer
overwarming is a
yet.
myth. Also, he's back.
Oh.
Oh man, it's the crazy guy.
You're gonna have to be a lot more specific.
Suedo. The one who you played Final Fantasy. You know Final Fantasy VII a little bit, Chris, right?
Yes.
The one who looks like Hojo.
I don't know if he looks like Hojo, but he certainly acts like.
It's not exactly far off.
Yeah, like, Hojo and Suedo would both probably flick a match to a world doused in kerosene if it'll advance their scientific goals.
I mean, seeing as... Actually, no, I can't say it. Actually, no, Chris... Zach, you finished Final Fantasy VII, right?
You were there when I finished it.
Yeah, no, I just want to make sure, because my brain's failing me. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Go watch our
Yeah,
Final Fantasy
it's
VII
easy,
playthrough.
Yeah, but, I mean, seeing as, Hojo decided it would be a great idea to take a woman, forcefully embed a child in her with his own and, Genova's cells to make Sephiroth, while also turning her lover into a not vampire. Yeah, Hojo. I think
I was gonna say, Mitsu is like borderline vampire.
he has his own game, Zach, which you're gonna have to play eventually.
Yeah.
That's
Luckily for you,
Yes.
Dirge of Service. Luckily, someone has came up with the amazing mod for it that allows you to use analog stick to aim.
What was it before? The D-pad?
I think it was the D-pad.
Ugh, it's disgusting. Shooters are not meant to be used with the D-pad.
That is the last thing you should be doing. It's barely functional with an analog controller.
It's like playing with just a keyboard.
I mean, back during the PS1 days, that's what all of them were.
There weren't that many PlayStation 1 shooters. I don't think there were really any that weren't like a first-person shooter.
No, there were a few. The 007 games made it over to the PS1. It was just that GoldenEye was best on the N64.
Yeah, because it had a control stick. Wasn't perfect, but it worked.
Hey, but if you were one of the like Sony fanboys before it was cool, that was the only way you knew how to shoot.
Did you
I mean,
not have the analog controls at that point?
Even if they did, a lot of games didn't have the analog controls as its control scheme.
Yeah, that was unfortunately a problem that I had growing up. We wanted to play Ape Escape, and we didn't have one of those.
Yep.
Well, these wet rags in the freezer were a good idea. Like seriously, if you're listening to this right now and you're outside, I have to assume this will come out sometime in the summer. Fucking hydrate, kids.
Well, if we finish this up, this will probably come out in July or August.
I was gonna say, watch the joke beyond me, and this comes out around Christmas.
Well, that's why I'm prioritizing trying to get this done. It's currently the second week of June. Yeah, so
prioritizing a hole in your pocket with all that storage space.
Currently 152 or 56 gigs out of 43 videos.
You almost have enough gigs to beat Call of Duty.
True, I got half of the new game's storage capacity requirements.
Personally, I find this more entertaining, though I do have a bias against FPSs.
We're just making a point because the new game that was announced, which I didn't even bother posting because I knew none of you would be interested and I wasn't
300 gigs.
Yeah. Terrible optimization. That is terrible optimization.
The problem is, it's not even optimization, it's just data compression.
Like, for that size, you better be... Holy fucking shit.
Don't catch fire.
No, it's just, apparently, beneath the stump where I set my anvil, there was a big-ass toad about 4 inches long, and it just hopped across my foot.
Nah.
You do you, buddy, but I almost dropped a hot piece of metal on you.
You've been blessed by the Toad Prince.
You think he would not want to be anywhere
Now that you've
near
been
any
blessed
of
by the
heavy
Toad
metal
Prince, you can start crafting currency.
I'm gonna call you Gamabunta.
You know what? It works. They were toads, not frogs.
Anyone keep up with Boruto?
Nope.
No.
Not over there.
I heard it's gotten good, but they lost me.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard anything because I don't know anyone actually watches it.
I mean, I started it. We're just behind.
I lost interest so quickly.
I couldn't care.
Like I said, I gave it a chance, and I gave up. So, I've just been watching Zatch Bell.
I mean, that's a good oldie.
Didn't Naruto have to beat the brakes off Boruto a couple of times?
Probably.
Yeah, and some of them are like really strange reasons why. Like one of them is someone came up with a ninja tool that allows you to use like different types of chakra or something. Or stuff that acts like that, and he's using that, and then Naruto's shaming him for using a ninja tool. That was like it's no wonder why 1010's out of business.
No. Okay, no, I remember that. So the context of that is he did that during the Chunin exams when ninja tools specifically like that were banned.
Yeah, illegal, so he cheated.
Yeah. So then, yeah, if that's
which
the
is
case,
really weird, since Last time they weren't.
今すぐにでも世界
They can change the rules to whatever they want. Each exam's different. There's no set rules.
Because when Ibiki did it, he was the one who put that stringent restriction on the written exam, and the people who were there even said, like, we've never seen anything like this before. And then in that filler arc where Naruto took the exam and he fought Konohamaru, they specifically put a ban on stage mode because they knew he would be too OP with it.
Which is fair.
Yeah. So I think banning a ninja tool that just gives you access to like all kinds of elemental chakra, yeah, fuck that. You should be able to become a chunin on your own merits and then use the tools afterwards.
I mean, at the same time, using the tool effectively is still winning by your own merits.
I agree, but on the other hand,
especially when you're a ninja, your whole job
it's
is
the same idea of taking a math test where they tell you can't use a calculator and you use your phone with a calculator.
Except I argue that that would still, in the universe of Naruto, that would still be encouraged because of the first written exam. Okay,
I would argue
cheating. You fail the exam.
Okay, that was a written exam. This was a combat test where Boruto got caught,
and it was
Except
specified.
It was actively to encourage them to cheat effectively.
You're saying break the rules and cheat.
Because they literally encouraged that.
To be fair, the first part of it was also encouraging. Don't get caught.
And it was also during the one exam, not throughout the whole exam.
All I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with using toys, but you got to be able to do the job yourself, if you get me.
And I'm just saying, they had set rules, follow the damn rules. If they want...
Okay, so every single Naruto character is immediately not as good as they should be because they cheated during the written exam. They didn't follow the rules.
Is the augmented state with the multi-elemental ninja tool as good as they should be, or is the extent of their own abilities as good as they should be?
I mean, you still have whatever tool you have, you still be effective to use it. I mean, look at Ten. She's effective with her tools, but man,
the thing with the first exam is they had to realize that they needed to cheat without getting caught. That was the purpose of that test. That wasn't the purpose of the fighting at the end.
The purpose of the test was to break the rules, Dak, because you're ninja.
No, the purpose of that test was to realize...
Gathering. Yeah, and if you get caught, you failed at Intel Gathering because you were pretty much dead.
Yes.
Right.
It wasn't to just cheat, it was to gather intelligence without getting caught.
Cheating had a point to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is something that just is like basically a performance enhancer for a ninja. Like that, yeah, okay, like I would draw the line at that too. Also, I saw a video recently. I don't know how accurate all of the entries are, but it was 10 things in the Naruto anime that had more screen time than 1010.
I think Tauntaun the pig has more screen time than 1010.
Yeah. Tauntaun was one. Rock Lee's weights is one. So is the stick that killed Neji, Naruto's frog wallet, the rock that crushed Obito.
Look, man, it's really unfair why they're so fucking dirty.
Let's be real fair here. Most of the side characters in Naruto don't get much screen time at all to begin with.
Yeah, but they at least get a cool. They usually at least get a cool episode or a couple episodes. I mean, look at Neji.
Yeah, well, Neji, fucking died at the end. So.
Yeah.
Teiuchi the ramen guy was another one.
That would have fun.
Like, that one's just egregious. Like, he's not even a ninja, he's just the guy that serves the future Hokage as lunch.
Fun fact, originally when I was going to play in a Naruto D20 game, the entire party had decided to become ninja cooks.
That's cool.
We had a guy who was using ice ninjutsu, fire ninjutsu. I was the blade, so I was like the blender of the kitchen.
Nice. Oh, was your ice guy one of the Yuki clan?
I think so. This is not a system I would recommend us ever trying to run, just because it's or rather, not system, but it goes for D&D, but it's how shall we say, like 1,000 something pages document.
Oh, I just got a lung full of hot air.
Yeah, that sounds like a horrible idea, especially if it's as smoky as I would imagine it being.
Oh no, it's not. It's not smoky at all. It's just fucking hot.
Yeah, if it's smoking, you have problems.
Yeah, it's metal.
No,
metal's not supposed to smoke.
No, I just went to go and put the billet back in the forge, and a breeze came from the opposite direction, blew through the forge and into my face just as I was taking a breath.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's you.
Yeah. And the air inside the forge gets up to about 2,000 degrees. I invite you to
that
contemplate
sounds
how
painful.
unpleasant that just was. Whew. You made Yuko angry.
Well, it happens. Up or down.
Which way?
I'm gonna double down the down. Damn it.
Nope.
You made a mistake.
This room is so annoying.
It's better in the sequel because you actually have a tool to see it.
Yeah, you have that upgrade that you can, or that hack that you can do that shows you where they are.
How often do they use that?
Unfortunately, not here.
I say, how often do
Man,
they
that's
use that in the
just
second game?
cheating.
Well, to be fair, we are hackers. Kinda.
Yeah, that's just
I
another.
mean, so you're like digital ninjas, is what you're saying.
Shut the fuck
Oh,
up. No.
Don't you
No,
fucking
you are
start.
trying way too hard for that.
Oh no, I got debated.
You got debated by the loot. They knew you'd go after it.
They caught you
Oh.
laughing, Zach.
Oh, no,
left or
alright.
right?
Actually, if I remember this correctly, you need this to actually get to other loot.
Oh, it might
No.
get us to the, No, this is
Hey,
actually
look
what
at
we
that! You got to the other loot.
I accidentally did the right thing. Alright, that doesn't really help me at this point, but hey, I'm pretty sure what we gotta do. Yep.
Just one of the things in one of the D&D podcasts I watched, their monk had a fairly low intelligence score, and he rolled something super low that actually revealed something else, and the player, he was going like, oh no, and the DM goes, no, you find this, and he goes, haha, I dumbed my way into a smart.
I feel like they stole that from somewhere.
Intelligence Fallouted it.
I haven't played Fallout, so you might have to explain that one to me.
If you play a stupid as fuck character, like we're talking 1 in a stat, in like the intelligence stat,
Oh, jeez.
you get a whole bunch of like really, really funny dialogue because everyone treats you like you're
A simpleton.
special.
Not gonna lie, that's actually kind of interesting.
And some of them are really fucking hilarious because some of them hold. It doesn't hold back on just how stupid you are.
It is a rated M game, so they can pretty much say whatever they want.
Time to re-up on the ice rag.
I mean, as long as you understand it's like, you know, an RPG, I think that's fine.
Sorry, Fallout's a third or first person shooter now.
They tricked
I
me.
don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, they can still be RPGs.
They are RPGs.
Yeah, I just think that the RPG part of Fallout 4 really sucks.
I
mean,
just think.
you're not wrong, but at the same time, I could probably say the same thing for Starfield.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's-
it's Bethesda slop.
Yeah, Bethesda copy
Like,
paste.
I bought it. I bought it on sale.
I didn't even buy it. I just tried it because of Game Pass, and it was like, wow, this is actually kind of boring. It was like
apparently,
yeah,
apparently
two moments I,
I
could
was-
think of that
I
it
was
was actually kind of
enjoying
fun.
it for the most part for like going around doing space shit, but
I heard it gets good after.
space shit I got
crashed
very
my-
sick of. Real
it literally
quick.
crashed my it crashed so hard it crashed and corrupted my graphics card.
I heard
Oh,
that it gets
jeez.
good after like 12 hours.
You know, that's not really a point in its favor. Like, they said that same thing about Final Fantasy 13, and it hardly saved that game's reception either.
No, I'm just making a point. People were saying that. I'm like, that doesn't help. 12 hours is a lot of time to dedicate to a game that sucks.
交流点
Yep, like 4 hours shy of the longest you are legally allowed to work in a single shift for a game to get good is not a point in said game's favor.
Yeah, didn't they also say like a couple hundred hours for Final Fantasy 14?
Okay, no. I'm gonna put my foot down here. This is my moment now.
Yeah, I haven't played that, so I actually can't weigh
People
in.
who complain about this, people who complain about and just say, "Oh man, AR sucks. Ignore the story." I hate those people. Those people are fucking wrong. AR is actually good. It's got a good story.
I mean, I had fun with it. I'm just making a point. Like that's also what people said.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
people also
no,
say
those
that about
people are
One Piece, and I
stupid.
think they're stupid too. So I agree with Edwin with what he's saying. If you just ignore what's going on and you're just so worried about the length, then I think that's the problem people have, because they're focused on, oh, this is so long, instead of, oh, this is a great story.
Yeah, like, personally, if a game is long...
A lot of people, basically everyone in Final Fantasy community basically says, once you get to Heaven's Word, the story really picks up. But most people take that too far and say the story starts being good at Heaven's Word, and that's wrong.
I think the base story is...
I would say good, but up till then it's like
I would say it's serviceable. It's nothing special.
There are some good moments in there, but there's some bad moments, and they've cut out a lot of the unnecessary stuff, which is nice.
Yeah, but overall...
Well, let's be real. And let's look at things objectively. Has any of us actually played what could be considered a perfect game?
Well,
yes.
That
depends on your... Yeah, I said it depends on your individual definition.
Even then, that definition would change from time to time, because let's be honest, like, they all do so many different things that saying any one of them is perfect. It's like, well, you're not getting something out of this that you wouldn't like something else.
I would say I know it's janky as hell, but I would still say Mario 64 is a perfect game. I know others would contradict that.
I wouldn't say I contradict it. Like, I have my gripes with the game, but those are personal gripes that can easily be explained away by, say, somebody like you.
It really just comes down to personal preference either way. One person's perfect game is someone's 0 out of 100.
Oh yeah, like, I love Shadow of the Colossus, but I don't expect everybody to hop on that bandwagon.
It's true. Good
Shadow
game.
of the Colossus is also like its own unique beast.
It is, because it's like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle game more than an action game, I would say.
Yeah, exactly.
Which turns some people off, because my friend Dust
It's just
was
that the
playing
action
it.
is the puzzle.
Yeah, my friend Dust was playing it, and she was very excited to play it, but once she realized it was like more of a puzzle-based game, she wasn't too into it.
I mean, if you also consider the boss fights like maybe Legend of Zelda-esque in its like own special way, it's like,
Yeah,
that
not really. They're not
So her
really
name is Dust.
Yeah. She just wasn't she just didn't like the idea of like she's like, alright, this is fine, but it's not her type of game. So
Has Dust played the actual game, Dust?
No. It's Dust.
Yeah, I think
with a K, not a T.
No. Oh, Dusk. Then my joke is on deaf ears, but I'll still plug it because it's a fun game. Dusk the Elysian Tale.
Yeah,
yeah,
Sam keeps advertising for this game whenever it comes up, or like it has a reason to come up.
Yeah, I personally like it. The main character is genuinely likable. Your weapon is like almost like your Navi sort of adventure guide, and your tag along like almost regularly breaks the fourth wall, and it's hilarious every time she does.
Oh, speaking of breaking the fourth wall, have you guys seen the abysmal fucking trailer that is the new Borderlands movie?
Is it a movie or was it a Netflix series?
I think it's a movie.
Whatever the case, no, because I heard it was bad and I don't want to hurt Borderlands. To be fair, the only good Borderlands game is Borderlands 2. Which...
I don't know, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands was pretty good.
Alright, that's...
I like that for some of its silly writing, but its gameplay, unfortunately, is not the greatest.
It's a little repetitive. I mean, it plays... honestly, it plays almost like they tried to marry Borderlands and D&D, and I'm kind of okay with it.
I'll have to see when I play it, because I do have it on Steam, because I got it for free a while ago.
Like, it's not going to crack my gaming Mount Rushmore by any stretch of the imagination, but I enjoyed what time I spent on it.
I'm pretty sure it was just a one-off thing anyway. Like, it's basically a DLC as a standalone, I think is basically what it was.
Pretty much. So it's based off of the DLC from Borderlands 2, I think, that followed a very similar theme.
Yeah, the one 2 was called Assault on Dragon Keep. The one, the standalone is called. I forget what the standalone's called. Tiny Tina's Wonderland, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
That's exact. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the Wonderlands is more or less just I guess them just continuing the experiment from Dragon Keep.
Dragon's Keep was good. That was I think that was like my first. I guess you could say my first exposure to D&D.
Mm-hmm. Who was it? Was it Deadlock who posited Handsome Jack in the villains?
No, that was me.
List?
No.
That's right. I know one of you did.
To be honest, they really, Borderlands 2's biggest mistake was making Handsome Jack, because there's no way that they can ever make a character that is a villain that is that good again.
That's also true, but you can't plan for that kind of thing.
No.
Unfortunately, planned or not.
Listen, I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just making a point.
Like what they... Yeah, because it looks like what they tried to do with Jack was basically make a King Joffrey character, like just a puppy-kicking, easy-to-hate bad guy, but they did it in such a way where he was well-received by fans.
Well, he's not even puppy-kicking. The dude... Okay, correction. He does kick puppies, but it's because he's a single dad trying to care for the only thing he cares about in the world.
Himself?
No, his daughter.
He doesn't care about his daughter.
He
uses
her. He tortures?
Yeah, he tortures her.
I was gonna... Yeah, don't even.
He literally did. That's like 90% of his reason for doing what he was doing.
No.
And it's an awful reason.
He might say that's his reason for doing everything. But you can't fix a sociopath. Like, it's impossible.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. There's plenty of people out there who would go, I can fix her, so...
And they... Well, I'm not talking about fixing the daughter. I'm talking about fixing Jack. You can't fix a sociopath.
I'm talking about, in general, the whole thing of, I can fix her.
I don't know. Alright, now you're just making your point completely confusing. No, Jack was wrong. He didn't really care about his daughter. He says that to sound compassionate.
Right.
He didn't. And if he did, he's fucking awful at it.
Yeah, it's a crutch to hide the fact that he's a diagnosable malignant narcissist. Which, even then, he doesn't do a good job of doing.
This dude is tanky.
Yeah, he is one of the bulkiest Digimon in the entire game.
I think of the Knights, Craniumon is one of the most defensively inclined, isn't he?
Seems to be.
Let me actually find him again. Thing.
Like I think that's his whole thing, is like he's the unbreakable shield.
Yeah, and his support skill reduces damage received by 10%, just flat out. So even your penetration attacks aren't going to do not as much.
Yeah, so Craniumon is the defense guy.
And then there's one of his signature moves, Breath of the Gods, which just nullifies any damage until next turn. So yeah, this guy is going to outlast everyone.
Well, it's a good thing I have Metal Seedramon.
Yeah, I think I had, I want to say I had Omnimon's Ward at this point, and the Supreme Cannon is a defense ignoring move, so it works phenomenally.
Yeah, but again, his support move also weakens it still.
Yeah, like at this point in the game, I had a good enough squad to where he never even managed to get that off.
Yeah, he is easily just one of the tankiest Digimon around.
Hey, memory up DX.
Like, you need
say
it.
He's the best around, and nobody's going to take him down.
Well, we just took him down, so no.
No. Sounds like he wasn't the best around.
I would not expect this dude to be one of the Knights. But alright.
Why wouldn't you?
I just didn't expect it.
What do you think he would?
He obviously thinks that smart people can't be knights.
What?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, like, are you saying that because he didn't like Leopardmon's design either?
I wasn't crazy about Leopardmon's design either, but I don't know what that has to do with this guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the leap in logic here.
It's not that I don't like this guy's design or anything. He's fine. Nothing crazy. He's kind of just like your maybe not typical, but very close to like a typical Dark Knight kind of look.
Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, I'm not exactly a fan of his design either. I
kind of
like the
it.
sword.
Well,
Yeah, but design-wise, at least design-wise, he's not terribly out of place.
No.
I mean, he's still a knight, but I guess it's just because he looks like more of a Dark Knight that I wouldn't expect him amongst the Royal Knights.
I get, and he's a vaccine type. Can you believe that?
That throws me off even more.
He's a vaccine Earth type.
The Earth type,
That doesn't surprise me because Earth is considered the more defensive of the elements.
but
Yes, but he's not.
you know what? He
dark.
does have
Like,
again. He has
we
the
were
Dark
just talking
Knight
about
look.
it being like a Dark Knight. So
Yeah,
he's
so
not
you know
dark.
what? I can see what Deluxe saying, but I don't
Oh
not
yeah, no, yeah.
I don't not see him being an Earth type 2. I could accept either one.
Hell, you stuttering monkey.
And yet, like one of the more brightly colored of the Royal Knights is Virus Dark.
Yep, white with red and gold.
Still
I
don't
just
know
don't
what
like his stupid sword.
who who's.
Craniumons.
It's not even a sword. It's a lance. It's a double-sided
No,
lance.
it's a twin blade.
Is it twin
Yeah,
blade?
it's like a.
Look, you
I've
can
always
use
called that
that
a-
thing as a sword because both the edges are sharp on the blades.
I thought he referred to
Yeah,
it as a
twin
lance.
blade.
So
I've always called that weapon either a double-headed spear or a swallow blade, which is what they call it in Chrono Cross.
I thought he referred to it as a lance when I was reading.
It was Digimon holding a spear, I think.
Regardless, I mean, the weapon's fine. I feel like it matches him pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like the design of it specifically. That's my only thing.
I guess
Because
compared to the rest of
Craniumon's
him,
thing is the shield.
yeah, I guess so. So I guess you would want to put more emphasis on the shield's design than the lances, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Lance, spear, I mean, they're not too far.
Double-bladed sword.
A very sharp stick,
There we go. Is that not what they all are?
basically.
I say as I hammer out a very sharp stick.
Yeah, that's how you should market your business. If you're selling, if you're selling weapons, just market it as selling a bunch of very, very sharp sticks.
Yeah.
I mean, if you catch me on a good pitch day, I'm sure I could sell that to somebody.
I feel like if you marketed that right on the internet, you get a bunch of dudes buying it.
Oh yeah.
Market your thing as selling the perfect metal sticks, you'll get business.
Mm-hmm.
Because every dude wants the perfect stick.
It's true, actually. Unironically, that is true.
Oh yeah. Sticks are important. It plays into our primalness.
It's true. When you find a nice stick on the ground, you gotta pick it up and use it in whatever weapon fashion it is.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know what he's after, exactly.
That's the question, isn't it?
Well, I guess he's kind of explaining it now. Every time I say that, it then gets explained.
That's a sin squad, dude. It's thou shalt receive.
Patient, Zach.
I've been patient for, like, months. When did we... hold on, let me see when the first episode was recorded. Let me see when we started this.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
In a galaxy far, far away.
So... January 22nd. It is
we've been at this for half
June
a year.
10th. We have been at this for almost a half a year because of how long this has taken, due to one reason or another.
We've been recording since 1944, guys.
That's incredible, considering, like, two of us weren't even born. 3 if you want to count the baby.
Which one of us... Wait, which one of us was born in 44?
Oh, I thought you said
Calling
94.
Chris old?
I thought you said
No,
94.
I said 44. That's my go-to year when things are old and you say, oh yeah, you're there. It's either that or you were there, we were back recording when, they went up the
Back when they dropped the bomb.
when they went up the mountain to get, the holy scripture rock.
I've been watching Back to the Future, so you know what? My sense of time's all thrown off. Time travel.
MJ, please. Zach was one of the guys who put up the golden calf and got cast out. He doesn't like to talk about it.
That's the type of guy I imagine that would go, who would be there, when they're turning wine or blood into wine and just go YOLO.
I was about to say, there was this time I was hanging out with these dudes. They threw me in a cave as a prank. I was there for like 3 days, blacked out. I woke up and it was weird. They said I had resurrected. I was like, what?
The only thing I resurrected is my drinking habit.
There we go. Now you're looking more like a sword.
I do.
Sword.
I don't know if I have any. Because when we, after we do the next Nuzlocke, I don't know if I have any goals for the next, like any desires out of the next game. Because I'm pretty satisfied here. There's nothing I necessarily want. Because I think this game did everything pretty right. I am very curious of what the story's going to be.
Better.
Well, I mean, like, I do hope the pacing's a little better, but I don't think the pacing here is terrible.
I mean, it is a shorter game, if I remember correctly.
No, I think it's a little longer, actually.
Hacker's Memory, it's about comparable length.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a little longer on average. From what I looked up.
Moving forward, I've got this this coming work week, so this Wednesday to Saturday span, and then I've got the week after that off, so I have nothing to do but work my steel.
Well then...
Well, that's not entirely true. We're taking a trip up to San Antonio.
Well, there you go. I was going to say, maybe we could try to knock it out next week, but there you go.
No.
I will have more than enough time, I think, between whatever we're doing up there to where we can at least do a few episodes. You should be coming up on the end here. Like, there's not much more left of this game.
Chapter 17, 18, 19, and 20. And we're
20 is by far the shortest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not that long.
And Delok told me of all like the extra stuff I can do, and I basically told him we'll do whatever we can do before the end game, and then he said there's like one of the row nights we can't do until after the end game. But,
yeah, there's the one night, the strongest out of all of them, that you can only fight after you've beaten the game.
Yeah, so we'll save that for post game. There's something else Delok wanted to show me, which he's been going back and forth and telling me that is I can do it before and I can do it after.
Maybe I almost want to say you could have started it by now, but I don't know.
Well, see what I'm saying. Last time he said he doesn't know. He said it would be before the end game, but he didn't know when. Now he's saying this. Before that, he was saying it was after the end game.
I don't know about that. It's
hold on. Deadlock, are you talking about the Deadlies?
No, not the Deadlies. It's something else.
Then I don't know.
Yeah, that's. He's been very vague about it, so I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, because then, like once you do the little sub arc to get all four Speedramon on your side, you can fight the 7 Deadly Digimon.
I was say, I think we did that already. So.
Yeah. Then those cases should be on your.
That's what I'm talking about, Chris.
Yeah, but no, we don't have those yet. So.
You might have to touch a Mirai to get them then.
There's a Nanako bulletin board. Go look. So there's another bulletin board? Alright then. Where is this? Ah, here we go. Your strange grows at night, saw monster's shadow inside nautical rockwork. Got things are happening more and more. What's going to happen to us? Things happening behind this. Uh-oh. Pretend didn't be the last word. Bulletin points, people are saying place you can take out right even where. Right? Restrictions for letting that now. Alright, so the cases should be on our board now. If this is the start of the 7 Deadly Sins quest, that would be great. The 7 Deadly Sin Squads.
No, not yet, looks like.
Alright, well, that's fine. Oh shit, I forgot it does this. Alright, we'll see you guys next time when we'll start this, this case.
Later.
Later.